Wrapping up Law Week on Take Two, and today's topic, landlord-tenant law. We welcome attorney Andrew Stewart, who joins us to answer some really common questions that people ask about this topic. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Kelly.
Happy to have you, because this is something that most people here in Hawaii have to deal with,
Sure.
right? Okay, so let's get right to the questions, and these are common questions that you guys get all the time, right?
Yeah,
Okay, perfect. So the first question, what should prospective tenants be careful about before renting?
You know, a couple things. One case I had relatively recently, an older couple rented a luxury condominium, and before they moved in, they hadn't purchased renter's insurance, and unfortunately, the unit went up in flames while they were in possession, and the association's insurance covered the damage, but then the insurance company came after them and sought to be reimbursed under a subrogation claim. So they were on the hook for potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars just because they didn't get the renter's insurance.
And so that's something that you should be getting right off the bat, right?
Right. It depends on the lease. Sometimes it's not required. Sometimes it might be covered under the owner's insurance. But in this case, renter's insurance was required.
Okay. Any other advice for tenants?
Sure. Oftentimes a lot of tenants don't realize that if they sign a lease for a set term, they're responsible until the end of the term. So if it's a one-year lease and they want to get out after 3 months, they could potentially be liable to the landlord for rent for the rest of the year until the landlord finds a replacement tenant. And often tenants don't know that. And if you try to terminate a lease early without good reason, the landlord can obtain a civil judgment against you for future rent, attorney's fees, legal costs, and it can really pile up. So, the best advice is if you have to break a lease, try to talk with the landlord, cooperate, and work out some kind of deal instead of just not saying anything and not appearing in court. That's not a good idea.
No, definitely not. Okay, and then on kind of problems like that, are there instances ever of fraud involving the leases?
In the last couple of years, I've seen more of it, probably because there's a tight rental market. And with Craigslist, there's a lot of advertisements for rentals. And it turns out some of these people posing as owners or rental agents, they have nothing to do with the property. And, I guess in this day and age of, social media and cell phones, people are trusting and they'll send in a wire, a security deposit or first month's rent without actually meeting the landlord or the tenant, the agent. And, it turns out the person is probably not even in Hawaii, and once you wire that money, it's gone. So you want to do your due diligence and, meet the agent in person, go inside, make sure that they have the authority to enter into a contract.
Right, and that's for kind of before you're officially in there. Is there ever any fraud with an official lease? Or is that typically more?
Yeah, typically, yeah, because, once you enter into a contract, it's a legally binding document. Right. Courts have jurisdiction over it. So it's, I think the things tenants should be careful of is before they enter into the lease, another thing they want to do is make sure that they go through an inspection to make sure nothing's broken, there's no hazardous conditions, because, once you take possession, you've waived that right. So, yeah.
Okay, interesting. Okay, what about for commercial leases? Any advice for commercial tenants?
Commercial tenants tend to be more sophisticated, but then again, you see a lot of people doing startup businesses. They've never done a lease, and one potential thing that commercial lessees should make sure they understand is they're often asked to sign what's a personal guarantee. So, their company is the tenant, but the landlord wants a personal guarantee, and once you sign that personal guarantee, that means even if it's the company that's on the lease, you're personally liable for any, back rent, future rent, legal fees, penalties. So basically, by signing a personal guarantee, you're giving up the protection you would otherwise get from having a corporation. And oftentimes, they'll ask the spouse also to sign it. So you just want to make sure that you understand, what responsibility you're taking
Right,
on.
that it's your name and not necessarily the business. So you
Correct.
really are going to have to take care of this. What about tips for landlords?
For landlords, the biggest thing is the security deposit. So once a tenant vacates the premises, whether legally or, if they in breach, The landlord has 14 days to either return the security deposit in full or send a written notice to the tenant with an itemization saying, you know, the security deposit is being withheld for this, that, and the other.
Right.
And if as a landlord you don't get that letter out within 14 days, the tenant automatically has the right to recoup the entire security deposit.
Oh, wow.
And as a landlord, what I often see is they just send out a letter without a certified mail receipt, and often judges, you know, won't think that's enough to prove that
Right, because
the 2 weeks
there's
was met. Yeah.
been no proof. Okay, good to know.
Right.
Well, thank you so much. And again, you guys are going to be covering today the landlord-tenant law. So if you have any questions, if you're having potentially problems with your renters or with your landlord, this is a perfect time to ask any questions. If you do have any for today's Action Line Law Week, again, the topic is landlord lease tenant. Be sure to call in today between 11 and 1 p.m. and it's completely free. You're getting this amazing legal advice. Number to call, 591-0222. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kelly.